of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu. Number 3, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. Number 4, to blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in pursuance in Vedic version. Number 5, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. Number 6, to give some interpretations to the holy name of the Lord. Number 7, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. Number 8, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as 42 activities, Karma Kanda. Number 9, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. Number 10, to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name, and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. The devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success, Krishna Prema. So I once again welcome all of you to the Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. So today we will be moving on to our next session, that is Srimad Bhagavatam. So before moving to the next session, let me know who are all on the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nita Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai, Priti Dasi. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Priti Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Arvind Daksh Das from Chicago. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Arvind Daksh Prabhuji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Guru and Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. Yashomati from Chicago.
Hare Krishna, Yashomati Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call, and thank you for all your services. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Anita Mataji, O Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Rang.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Anita Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from Texas College Station.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call, and thank you for all your wonderful services on Bhakti Sangha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Anita Mataji, Dandavat Pranam to you and all Vaishnava. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Vrindavan.
Hare Krishna, Vrinda Gopika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna. Is there anyone else who would like to introduce themselves?
First to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vardhana from Akita Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vardhana Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call, and thank you so much for all your services on Bhakti Sangha. Hare Krishna. Anyone else who would like to introduce themselves?
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Shyama Gauri Devidasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna, Shyama Gauri Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to all your wonderful services for Bhakti Sangha. Thank you so much for joining the call. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So, yeah, thank you, Mataji. So I once again welcome all of you to the Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. So now we will be moving on to our next session, that is Srimad Bhagavatam, which will be given by His Grace Samik Rishi Prabhu. Before moving on to next session, I would like to hand over call to Sureshwar Shyam Prabhuji for giving brief introduction about His Grace Samik Rishi Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Sureshwar Shyam Prabhuji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining the call. Take over the call, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Here is a brief introduction about Prabhuji. His Grace Samik Rishi Prabhuji is a disciple of Srila Prabhupada. Being a doctor by profession, he has done immense services to the devotee community and served the society by donating for lots of projects. For example, he donated the deities in Philadelphia temple, and he had made 3,000 temple units that serve as an altar in the villages. Prabhuji also served as the temple president of ISKCON New Jersey for 15 years. Recently, Prabhuji has helped in building Radha Gopinath Mandir in Khargaon, Madhya Pradesh, and a community of devotees to live around it. Prabhuji is known for his simplicity and humility. Prabhuji is now an initiating guru in ISKCON. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Back to you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for that brief introduction about Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Yeah, Prabhuji is there on the call. So, dear devotees, I once again welcome all of you to the Bhakti Sangha Japa conference
Where
call.
is Prabhuji, Mataji? I don't see him.
Yeah, he's here, Mataji.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Samik Rishi Prabhuji. So, dear devotees, we will be moving on to our next session, that is Srimad Bhagavatam, which will be given by His Grace Samik Rishi Prabhuji. And so, it is the topic of Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 18, and verses 39 and 40. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving us your valuable time and association. Please take over, Prabhuji. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances. Hare Krishna.
My obeisances to all the devotees who are attending this session. I'm very happy that you are giving me time opportunity to speak. I was called this morning according to the India time, and I was very happy that at least my time would be spent in reading Srimad Bhagavatam and trying to understand the import of the session. So we are talking about Diti vows to kill Indra. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 18, text number 39 and 40. So I will give a little bit what is the prelude to this chapter. So she became like what happened. Diti, Daksha Prajapati had several daughters. Many were married to Kashyap Prajapati. One was Diti, another was Aditi. Then there were this Vinita and Kadru. So Vinita had given birth to Garudji and also Arun, the Sarthi of sun god. And Kadru was the mother of so many snakes. So what happened that Diti's two sons, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, we already read before, they were killed they both were killed by Vishnu. And Indra now was, because Krishna wanted to see that Indra becomes successful and he takes the kingdom. So now Indra is sitting and she become envious that my son should be sitting. Why Indra is sitting? Bali Maharaj was his son, and all the Daityas are son of Diti or Daityas. So she tried to pacify her husband. Kashyap Muni was very advanced, but is still somewhat lusty. So she approaches him and prays. So Sukadeva Goswami is continuing about this daughters of Daksha Prajapati, and one was Diti. She was married to Kashyap, and she gave birth to two demons, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. And she also later on she gave birth to 49 Marutas, who became friends or followers of Indra. So they became demigods, although the mother was all the children were demons or asuras. So how this happened? So that was Sukadeva Goswami is narrating to Parikshit Maharaj. So when these two sons were killed by Lord Vishnu to help Indra, that was why they were killed to help Indra. Diti, the mother of the demons, she was overwhelmed with lamentation, anger, and she's contemplating that Indra is very, very cruel, hard-hearted, and sinful. And he is also a sense enjoyer. He is the killer of his brothers. Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu were brothers by another, but step brothers. So one who enviously kills others or protecting one's own body will go to hell. I wish to have a son who can remove Indra's pride. Thinking thus, Diti began to consult Sir Kashyap with humility, self-control, sweet words. And although Kashyap was very, very learned, but he was captivated by her artificial behavior and assured to fulfill her desire. So when he said that I will fulfill your desire, ask anything. So Diti requested Kashyap, I want an immortal son who will kill Indra, the killer of my two sons. So Kashyap now lamenting. So these are the words that what happened to Kashyap and what is happening. So this 39 and 40th verse. Aho artha om ajnanatimirandhasya jnananjana shalakaya chakshurun militam yena tasmai shri gurave namah Shri Chaitanya Manovistam Vistapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swa Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Padakamanam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijanaskam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Dalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Sha Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Ganthavaneshwari Krishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Namo Mahavadanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurapushe Pancha Kalpabhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarine Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So text number 39. Aho arthendriya ramo yoshin mayyeha mayaya grahita chetah krapanaha patishe narake dhuvam. Kashyap thought, alas, I have now become too attached to material enjoyment. Taking advantage of this, my mind has been attracted by the illusory energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the form of woman, my wife. Therefore, I am surely a wretched person who will glide down toward hell. So knowingly means he knew that he is doing wrong act, and he could have denied that I did not know that you will be asking some such thing to kill the chief of the demigod, Indra. I don't want to act on your, just like Dasharatha Maharaj could not refuse, although he promised that I will give you boons. But that was arrangement of the Lord. But this is also, you may say, arrangement of the Lord. And so we could know how the things they progress, or we could sing this glory in pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. Read if we do something wrong, what is the result? So we understand and be careful. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he did not want to mix after his sannyas. Even a woman would be very far away they could not touch the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. He would not allow. Even Chota Haridas was begging from an elderly lady. She was like a grandmother of Chota Haridas. But he said that you cannot come to my place, my company, or you cannot sing for me. So in this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showing his very, very strict, and this is for sannyasis, that sannyasis should not come. And there are many verses about this, that how one should be careful and not become tempted by this, because material world is like a Methanagar. It is a prison house of Methun or sex life. People, they work very, very hard in the daytime, nighttime they spend in eating and having sex, eating, sleeping, sex, all sinful activity happens. So because for all this enjoyment of the material world, they need money, and for money they have to work hard. So they go just eating in the way, they don't have even time to eat, sitting with the family, but they go driving, eating, and then again when the time is up, they come back. Sometimes they drive 4 hours. I have seen with my own eyes from Scranton to New York City, or from even far away Wilkes to New York City, they are doing this. So he's condemning himself that I'm a wretched person. How I have become attached to my woman and fulfilling her desires. So this is about Maya. One should become a grahastha properly. I'm not saying that one should get married and have a grahastha life. It should be like an ashram, grahastha ashram, or not grahamedhi, means not just for sense enjoyment. They should have either the deities. It should be the place of like a temple. It should be the place of the temple rather than place of sex enjoyment. So one should turn their house into a temple, and it should be like ashram. If they are grahastha, they should behave according to their ashram and properly as per scriptures, not whimsically. So that is the instruction. But now, such a elevated person like Kashyap Muni, he became a victim of his own wife, Diti. She was beautiful, she served him, and this is how the women they serve by all means. Like they feel cook where they are, especially they cook very nicely, and then by cooking nicely, he eats, his belly satisfied, and then next thing after the belly. So then there is method. So these things they come. One should control his tongue, udar, udar, so udar, upastha, udar, that is the stomach, and then the upastha, the genitalia. So one should be controlling all this. But here the Kashyap Muni, highly elevated, is still he, the father of even Vamandev, and so many demigods were born from Aditi, but he became victimized by his wife Diti. So we'll read the next verse and discuss more about these things. Koti kramo nuvartya vartantya swabhavam iha yoshitah. Yoshit means woman. Dhing mam batabudham swarte yadaham tvajitendriyah. This woman, my wife, has adopted a means that follows her nature. And therefore she is not to be blamed. That follows her nature. So women, they have a certain nature. So, and according to the nature, they will do that. But men of higher intelligence, or at least discrimination, I'm not saying higher intelligence, but he should discriminate whether I should accept this proposal or not. But he was blown out, or he stepped further to fulfill her desire. I am a man, therefore all condemnation upon me. I am not at all conversant with what is good for me, since I could not control my senses. So he's lamenting, he's declaring dik. Dik means is condemning his own behavior. That why, how come did he become trapped by his own wife's sweet words, sweet, nice food, and now what would happen to me is very much worried. Although this was all done, these are highly educated people to fulfill the desire of the Supreme Lord. And so, but at least we could learn so many things. And what Kashyap Muni did, he was very much worried. So he said that I could fulfill her desire as well as I should not kill the Indra. I should have their friendship. And so he gave her Punshavan Datta. And it's elaborated do's and don'ts. Prabhupada says, no meditating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit relation. So that is none. And what to do? Chant 16 rounds. So same thing with Punshavan Vrat. It is worship of the Lord Vishnu for whole year, and you should not neglect anything. Should be pure in every time. So one time this Diti did not, after eating, she did not wash her face. She was very much tired. She did not wash her hands, feet, her mouth, and she slept. So that was the fault. Neglected to wash her hands and feet after eating and went to sleep during the evening twilight. Finding this fault, Indra, with his mystic powers, entered Diti's home. So what did the Indra came and served in a disguise and served her in a very, very menial way. Whatever she desired, he did that. He was looking for opportunity when she is not pure. She is not so washing mouth, face, before even sleep, washing feet. So what happened? He entered inside the womb of Diti's womb, and she had an embryo. She was pregnant at that time, and he cut the embryo with his thunderbolt in his 7 pieces. Then each pieces he cut again into another 7 pieces. So that way 7 times 7 is 49. So then these children who were inside, they were speaking to Indra, that they were pleading to Indra with folded hands. We are your brothers, Maruks. Why are you trying to kill us? So Indra comforted them. If you are indeed my brother in spirit, you have nothing to fear. So Diti got up from her bed and saw her 49 sons as brilliant as fire. They were born. See, in the Asura families or whatever, they were born immediately after. They were cut into pieces. And Diti asked the Indra to tell the truth. What is all this? And Indra admitted honestly that, dear mother, blinded by self-interest, I came to find fault in you to deflate your vow and cut your embryo. Please forgive me, I'm a fool. The dead embryo has come alive by the good fortune of your devotion. Because she was practicing this, so because of that good fortune, this is at the end of 1 year. Just like Guru Maharaj worshipped the Lord, he was chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya for 6 months. But because he was chanting, his desire to lord over or have the kingdom even beyond like even Brahma, his great grandfather. But then when Lord Narayan appeared in front of him, he says that I was looking for some broken pieces of glass. Now a diamond like you have appeared in front of me. I don't want. Swami Kartarthosmi Varam Nayache. Please forgive me. Please, I do not want any of this kind of book. But Narayan, nonetheless, he gave him the position. Indra had a very, not Indra, this Guru Maharaj had a very high position. The same thing, by meditating and practicing this Punchuvan Vrat, her heart became pure. So she gave the desire to kill the Indra. And so that was, everything was perfect. It was decision of a saintly person that even if some mistakes have happened, then he corrected the mistake. That way he could fulfill the desire and at the same time desire of his wife Diti, and at the same time not to kill the Indra. So Indra was not killed. So dead embryo was came to alive by the good fortune of his devotion or her devotion. Diti was specified by Indra's honest confession and genuine demeanor. So Indra went to heaven with his brothers, the Marutas. They were all demigods because they were born, although they were born from Diti, Daityas. They're all the brothers were Daityas. But Marutas were not Daityas, they were devotees. In this way, so we are reading this next, this translation of text number 40. This woman, my wife, has adopted a means that follows her nature, and therefore she is not to be blamed. But I am a man, therefore all condemnation upon me. I am not at all conversant with what is good for me, since I could not control my senses. Purport. The natural instinct of a woman is to enjoy the material world. She induces her husband to enjoy this world by satisfying his tongue, belly, and genitals, which are called Jivha, Udar, and Upastha. A woman is expert in cooking palatable dishes so that she can easily satisfy her husband in eating. When one eats nicely, his belly is satisfied. And as soon as the belly is satisfied, the genitals become strong, especially when a man is accustomed to eating meat and drinking wine and similar passionate things. Most of the people are passionate in this world, the Rajogun. And so he certainly becomes sexually inclined. It should be understood that sexual inclinations are meant not for spiritual progress, but for gliding down to hell. Thus, Kashyap Muni considered his situation and lamented. In other words, to be a householder is very risky. Unless one is trained and the wife is a follower of her husband. A husband should be trained at the very beginning of his life. Kaumarat acharet pragya. Dharman Bhagavatam iha. That from very childhood, this is the Prahlad Maharaj is teaching to a student that from beginning of their life, they should be trained in Krishna consciousness. And they should follow that strictly throughout their life. Means if they want to become a brahmachari, that is fine. If they want to become a grasta, they should have grasta as a ashram creed, not grasta as like license for sense enjoyment or for sex life. So that should not be the motto of marriage. It should be for having ashram, having a temple center. There all the activities should be around the deities. They should be worshipped. During the time of brahmacharya or student life, a brahmachari should be taught to be expert in Bhagavad Dharma or devotional service. Then when he marries, if his wife is faithful to her husband and follows him in such life, the relationship between husband and wife is very desirable. Nobody is trained nowadays, and that's why there are so many divorces, so many degradation, they fall down, they go to hell, and they suffer lower species of life, and that perpetuates throughout like for millions of years, unless one takes to Krishna consciousness. However, a relationship between husband and wife without spiritual consciousness, but strictly for sense gratification, is not at all good. It is said in Srimad Bhagavatam 12.2.3 that especially in this age, Kali Yuga, Sampatte Bhiruchir Hetu, the relationship between husband and wife will be based on sexual power. Therefore, householder life in this Kali Yuga is extremely dangerous unless both the wife and husband take to Krishna consciousness. So we are married and then we are taking a load, just like a donkey carries the load, even if it is a chandan. So there is some nice saying, Yatha Khar Chandan Bharvahi. Just like he's taking the load, but he does not know that it is chandan. It is so valuable thing. Like human life is such a valuable, and what should be done? He's just carrying the load, burden of the beast. Yatha Khar Chandana Bharvahi Bharashaveta Natu Chandanachi. He knows there is a bhar, but he does not know the value of the chandan. That how he just knows that it is 10 kilo, 20 kilo, it is heavy, light. Evam hi shastrani bahuni aditya. Arthe Gura Kharvat Vahanti. So same thing that people they read so many verses, so many books, but don't follow. There is no like knowledge, Gyan and Vigyan. They don't apply on their life. They just read, cram, and then don't follow anything. So it is just like this donkey is carrying the load of chandan, but he does not know the value. And we are just carrying this whole load of so many scriptures, so many rules and regulations, but do not apply on our own life. So what is our good for it? Na hi vidum swartha gati me Vishnu durashaya bahir arthamanina andha yatandhaya rupaniya mana te apishyat vadanti urup sudamni baddha. So that our real aim should be Vishnu. Swartha gati, what is our swart is Vishnu, not sense enjoyment. Because that is flickering and it is like pouring some petrol, pouring some fuel on the fire. One is never satisfied by these external senses, and if they want to satisfy by more and more engaging in sense gratification, it burns more and more, and it will never be. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, everywhere, it's all been given. So Jnana Vijnana Sahitam. In Bhagavad Gita, if there is a Vijnan, has to be there. Jnana Vijnana Sahitam. This ninth one verse is very, very nice. Idam tu te guyatamam pravakshami anasuyave jnanam vijnana sahitam yajnatva moksha se asubha. That means the Krishna is saying to Arjun that because you are never envious of me, I shall impart to you this most confidential knowledge and realization, knowing which you shall be relieved of this misery of material existence. Material existence is very, very miserable, and to get out this, it is we have to learn the knowledge what is being given in Bhagavad Gita by Sadhu Shastra Guru. That way we could the human life, the purpose of the human life is to engage in loving devotional service to Lord Krishna. And if we cannot do it, our human life is wasted, which is so valuable. So you have to have a sex life, and it has to be according to Bhagavad Gita verse like 7:11. Malam balavatam chaham kamaraga vivarjitam dharmo aviruddho bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarshava. And the strength of the strong divide of passion and desire. Desire is always there, but it should be desire with calm. Calm is there. This is thinking, feeling, willing. Willing means desiring. So desiring is there, but it should be transferred to Krishna consciousness. Our desire should be to serve the lotus feet of the Lord. Desire to serve devotees. Desire to go just like this Ambarish Maharaj. And there is nice verses in Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam and everywhere, and how Ambarish Maharaj used to have use his senses. Savai Mana Krishna Padara Vendayor, that Ambarish Maharaj, it is given in Srimad Bhagavatam 9.4.18, that our mind should be all the senses. Rashikesha Rashikena Sivanam Bhakti Uttama. Uttam Bhakti is using your senses in service of the master of the senses. So mind should be on Krishna's Padarvinda. Vachamshi Vakunta Gunarna Varnane. Our tongue should be glorifying the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Karor Harer Mandir Marjana. We should wash the temple, we should groom the temple, we should clean it very, very nicely. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, showed by his own example, Mundicha Marjan. So Karor Harer Mandir Marjana. Shrutim Chakara Sata Kathodaya. We should hear the Katha or stories of Srimad Bhagavatam by your ears. So means it's all how the limbs should be used, how everything should be used in Krishna service. Otherwise, we cannot control our senses. The senses will be tamed if it is used in Krishna service. Otherwise, it will become very, very wild, and one cannot. So it has been has been raised that how that this why, without even if there is no desire to enjoy in the sense, but how the senses are pulling you. What is that? Atha Kena Prayuktoyam. This is in the third canto, text number 36, 37. There are nice verses about the same topic, that how our senses drag. So Papam Charati Purusha. Anichinnapi Varshneya Baladiva Niyajita. As if it has been by force impelled to sinful act, even unwillingly. Even if we understand, like this, Kashyap Muni, he did not really like it, but he was forced to engage in sexual relationship with Diti. Even unwilling, as if engaged by force. So what is this? What is this force? So that is Bhagavan is saying, Kamesha, Krudesha, Rajoguna Samudbhava, Mahashano Mahapapma, Videham Yavairinam. The Supreme Personality of God, it is lust only. Lust means desire, calm means so many desires. Arjun, which is born of contact with the material mode of passion, and later transformed into wrath, and which is the all devouring sinful enemy of this world. The most enemy is our own mind. Our own, that mind is engaging in so many sinful activity. And that is our biggest enemy. Not somebody has cheated you or taken advantage of you, but the biggest enemy, Maneva Manushanam Karanam Bandha Moksha. That mind is liberate us or would bind us to this material world. So the wise living entity, pure consciousness, becomes covered by this eternal enemy in the form of lust, which is never satisfied and which burns like fire. Kama Rupena Konteya, Dushparana, Analena, Anal means fire. So that is how the senses, the mind, and the intelligence are the sitting places of the lust. That is, so we should find out, is that I have lust in my mind, or intelligence, or the senses, or even. So lust covers the real knowledge of the living entity and bewilders him. So that's why best of the Bharatas in the very beginning curve this great symbol of sin, lust, by regulating the sense. So senses cannot be denied, but regulated. Like want to have sex life, get married. Do according to the Shastra, engage in to produce a child which will make him Krishna conscious. So that it would be a service to the Supreme Lord, service to your forefathers. So because the lust that destroys our knowledge and the self-realization. So senses are superior to the dull matter. And the higher than that, the senses is the intelligence. And higher than the intelligence, and it's still higher than the mind. Now intelligence is higher than the mind. And the soul is higher than the intelligence. So soul can control this. If soul's desire or soul, no, I don't have to do it. So it's Atma. Atma is the topmost. But we become prey, just like the body is treated as a chariot. And the senses are the horses. And the rope, which is controlling the horses, that is the mind. And the person who is driving, that is the intelligence. The person who is sitting is the self, same yourself. So we should drive according to the order of the passenger, not according to our mind. So we are transcendental to the material sense, mind and intelligence. Soul is transcendental to all this, not thinking that we could become prey. Oh mighty Arjuna, what should we study the mind by deliberate spiritual intelligence? Means if you become Krishna conscious, chant the holy name of the Lord. So associate with the devotee, so that is the spiritual strength. One can conquer this insatiable enemy known as lust. So it can be controlled, not that it cannot. So बलम बलवताम कामराग विवर्जितम धर्म अविरुद्धो भूतेषु कामोस्मि भरतर्षभ. I am the strength of the strong, divide of passion and desire. I am sex life, which is not contrary to the religious principle. O Lord of the Bharatas, Arjuna. So there should be. So these are the various statements that have been given. Jnana Vijnana Sahita. Bhukti Mukti Siddhi Kami Sakale Ashan, that you want mukti means enjoy the senses. Mukti means liberation or merging with the Sayuji Mukti, and Siddhi, that you get sometimes Siddhi, Anima, Mahima, Lagima, Garima, different. So they are, and the one who is Kami means one who is sense enjoyer, they are all Ashan. They cannot be happy because these things they go on. And but Krishna Bhakta Nishkam, a devotee, has no desire or sense enjoyment. He is happy with Krishna, just like Haridas Thakur. Even such a beautiful prostitute came at night time. She was sitting there 3 days and she became a devotee. She cut her all the nice curly hair, she gave her all the wealth she was using, and she sat in front of a tulsi plant and chanting all day. And many people became attracted and coming to them. So Krishna, desire is there, but it cannot be extinguished. The desire, it's not that you become desireless. One cannot become desireless, but you change it. In Vairagya Shatitam, there is 3 shatak. This is Bhartrahari. Bhartrahari has written 3 Vairagya Shataks, 100 verses. There is Shrangar Shatak and Niti Shatak. Bhartrahari. So in that there is one of the verse. भोगान भोक्ता वयम एवं एव भुक्ता कालो न याते वयमेव यातः कृष्णो न तृप्त वयमेव तृप्त कृष्णा न जीर्णो वयमेव जीर्णा. So bhogan na bhokta, that I went to enjoy, but I have been enjoyed. Means vayam eva bhokta. Kale na yato. So kal is time. Time is all the time there. Time is never means you cannot say that only the karma can be changed, but kal that cannot be changed. So kalo na kal is not. Kal is continuously going on, but I am becoming dead. Like I become old at a very earlier age by this sensual enjoyment, and I'm just gradually my life is becoming very, very miserable. Tapona tapta, that tapa divya, but I am being burned out. Not that by tapasya I'm burning my senses, but I am being burned up. Krishna did not become old. Krishna means a desire did not become old, but I became old. Vayam eva jirna. Krishna na jirna, vayam eva jirna. So my hairs are getting white and white. So, but my Krishna has never become tired. Krishna is becoming younger and younger. We are becoming older, but desire is getting more and more and more. So it becomes younger and younger. And this Shankaracharya is also saying, Angam galitam palitam munnam dashana vihinam jatam punnam dohyapi grahitva dandam tadapi namunchatyasha pindam. That my desires are never finished. Tadapi anga becoming like tired, galitam. And so they have become very, very weak and but they are never got tired. So Bhaja Govindam Mudamate Prapte Sannihite Nahi Rakshati Dhamkarjikarne. So Krishna, so one should control their vegam. Vacho vegam, Manasa Krodha vegam, Jivha vegam, Udropasta vegam. Etan vegan you vishayet dhira. One who could tolerate all these vegas. Vegas are there, but tolerate them. That is instruction. That yes, there is itching, tolerate this itching sensation. Rather than you engage in that, going on itching. It feels good, but it will increase your disease. So sarvam apimam pratvimsa shisha. If one can control the 6 urges, then he can make the shishya all over the world. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that we sing Mahaprasade Govinde Nama Brahmani Vaishnave Salpa Punyavatam Rajan Vishwasvaneva Jayate. So food should not be taken, it is as a prasad or mercy of the Lord, not for enjoying. One should not take with enjoying spirit, otherwise one will fall down. So bhalo na khaibo and bhalo na peribo. One should not eat very palatable foods, neither wear very luxuriant clothing. Just whatever the anna you eat, then it transforms into your mind, udar, upastha, all this. So we are not saying that we should neglect the desire, but change the desire where the desire is not. Everything should be for Krishna, and if he's happy, then we become happy because he's the root of everything, root cause of everything. Just like if the guest is coming to your house, he's unwanted guest, but you cannot throw him out. There is some relation or he has come to your home. So what do? You neglect them, and then you don't feed them. And if you don't feed, he will go away. So Krishna, our desire, is like a guest. He will take away our health and make us old. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying that just one should become a devotee, not that one become a brahmachari or like Kalahari, Dugdahari, and Tapasvi. All these things does not work. Even Shobhari Muni was underneath the water, but he just by seeing the copulation of fish, he became agitated. Or Vishwamitra Muni. So many examples are there. So one should become a pure devotee of the Lord. That is important. Humility should be there. Simple life should be there. Just like Yasho Kashmiri, he was proud of his learning, and then he he got certificate from all over India. But when he came in front of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not really deride him or did not really, but when he prayed to the Saraswati, Saraswati said that he is my own master. I am a servant. Please go and hold your hands and beg pardon for your so much that you are thinking that you are a very, very learned man. So people they think that I could give a charity or I could build big temples or I could, but these things don't work. One has to be very, very humble. And so that's why Jever Lalsa Iti Utidhai. Shishnodar Parayan Krishna Nipai. But because of the Tandas Lalsa, we go here, this restaurant, that restaurant, this place. It's a kachori. This kachori are very, very nice there. But these are all there. But it should be Krishnized, not really we run around and we think that we could become a demon. So we should not be proud of our achievements, not offensive, not so just like Pundrik Vidyanidhi. Pundrik Vidyanidhi was a very, very rich man, and he had servants and fan and very nice building, Shivananda Sen. But he was using all the wealth in taking Shivananda Sen, taking duties from Navadvip to Jagannath Puri. Same thing, Pundrik Vidyanidhi was like when he took initiation, not Gadadhar Pandit took initiation from Pundrik Vidyanidhi. So there is never a donor like miserly person. Miserly person would not give anything to anybody throughout his life, but at the end he has to give away everything. He cannot use anything. He cannot take anything with this. So Bhagavatam just says, Kam Krodha Lobha, that you should give away. They are the three doors to the hell. Sarva Dharman Parityajya, Krishna is saying that give away all this religiosity of different, so many different things. Just surrender unto me. So surrender, taking shelter of the Lord, and that is the most important instruction that we could give. Sarva Dharman Parityajya, Mamekam Sharanam Raja, Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshakshami Masucha. Do not be worried about Aruvya Krachyana Param Padam Tata, Patanti Adha. Main focus is to love, is the love of God. You develop our love of God. Our life should be made simple. That we, by great effort, we go even to the heavenly or higher planet. Param Padam Tata, that we want to reach all the way higher, but you fall down. Why? Because you did not Yushmad Angraha, you did not worship the lotus feet of the Lord. So we should be worshipping the lotus feet of the Lord, and that should be our focus rather than too much intelligence, too much reading so many books. It is like carrying the burden of the beast, like that ass was carrying sandal, but he did not know that it is such a valuable thing. He was thinking, oh, I have some load. Yes, he was thinking the load is of the weight cloths or bricks that ass carries it. So we should always do Sikshastakam prayer. Asli Shiva Padaratam Vinastamam Adarshanam Marmhatam Karotva Yatha Tathava Vidhatulam Pato Mata Prana Natha Eva Napara. That you are my Lord. Whether you embrace me or put me down, embrace someone in front of me, you are my Prana. And that should be the whether we are suffering, whether we are enjoying, whether we are sick, whether we are old, whether we have cancer, whatever is there, that Krishna, you know what is best, and we accept it. And that is what is Sharanagati. So according to Sadhu Shastri Guru, we should use our senses. We should use, like people have Vairagya Vidya, Nija Bhakti Yoga, Vairagya, not Viagra. Viagra is like it increases our sexual desire, but that should not be the motto. Both look similar, and Urmila Devi has written an article. Long time ago I read that. Vairagya or Viagra. So Vairagya Vidya, Nija Bhakti Yoga. And we sing it, fix our mind on Krishna. Savai Mana Krishna Padara Bindu. This Sharira, Avidya Jal, Jadindriya Taheka, Jive Pele Vishay Sagare, Tar Madhe Jivayati, Lobhamay Sudurma, Take Jeta Katina Sansare, Krishna Bododayamay, Korivari Jiva Joy, Suprashad An Dilovai, Se Namratapav, Radha Krishna, Gunagav, Preme Dako, Chaitanya Nilai, Jai Nimai Nai, Jai Nitai, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Radha Srivasadi, Korma Bhaktaman. So Jiva is no emotional. The stop the cruelty, like one where there was written that there are thousands of vegetables that one eat every day, like so many masala and other things. So some Muslim has written a logo on his T-shirt that there is cruelty every day, thousands of plants. Why not just so many plants are killed every day? So why don't you eat meat? This is there, but they don't know that we offer to Krishna. It is Krishna. It is Krishna Prasad. It's not that we are eating. And he wants only vegetables. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yume bhakta. He did not say that you kill animal and offer. So we should honor Prasad, not really eat or hearing chanting in Vrindavan. That is most important. Time goes well. You could make your home also like Vrindavan or a temple. So time is going very, very fast. And in Bhagavad Gita, like we read, so many verses are there. Sarjan is asking a question, where is the lust? So this material world is like a Maithanagar. Your prison, one is a prison in this material world. And what is the biggest shackle is Maithun, desire or have licit or illicit sex. If it is not according to the dharma, then it is all illicit. Whether it is your own wife or somebody else, doesn't matter. Matter is that it is illicit. Because you are engaging in sense enjoyment, not according to the Krishna's desire, not according to dharma. It is so. We should. So we should putting our mind on Krishna, exposing ourselves on Krishna Katha, and that will make us more towards Krishna, that we will walk. And before also I gave this verse, it is very, very nice. Na Guru Nasha, Vita Nasha, Swajano Nasha, Na Moche, Diya Samupati, Mriti. Harir Harati Papani, Dusta Chitterapi, Ispata. Matra Frasad Vitrava, Na Vivik Sano Bhave, Vanvan Indriya Gramam, Vidwan Api Krishna. That one should not sit very close to your own mother, daughter, or sister, because Indriya Gram, that senses together, are very, very strong. And even with a great intelligence, or a great knowledge, or a great discriminator, you can be trapped. So it could be agitated. May not have any grass activity, but in the mind it will pollute the mind. And whenever the chance comes, the mind may go to someone that the same polluted mind, and you will engage in illicit activity. So Jivana Hoilo Shesh, this is very, very nice verse from this Bhaktivinoda Thakur is writing that Hari Hari Bifale Janama Gomain. We should test our life in without chanting the holy name, without engaging in devotional service. So it's many, many things have been said, but we discussed about not only this story, but how this Indra, how and this lady, Diti, she was agitated, she was become envious of Indra, and our life should not be, there should not be any envy. Our life should be very, very simple, arranged around Krishna and Krishna Katha, chanting and devotees. Then one can lift. So one who reads these things, the Shastra, man even in this life will achieve all the benediction he desires. A wife will surely receive good fortune, opulent sons, and a long living husband, a good reputation and a good. So this is full stuti of this, that what we have been reading. And an unmarried woman, we do not have to go to demigods or Krishna is all in all, and you could ask him, Akamaha Sarvakamaha Moksha Kamudaradi, Ivrena Bhakti Yogena Yaji Purusha. And say unmarried girl will be able to get a very good husband, a Avira woman who has no husband or son can be promoted to this spiritual world. A woman whose children have died after birth can get a child with a long duration of life and also become very fortunate in possessing wealth. An unfortunate man or woman will become fortunate. An ugly woman will become beautiful. And disease, the man can get relief from his disease and have an able body. So many things are that would happen. These Marutas are like this Unchaso Hawa. So they are the lord of the air, different kinds of air, including our life there. I have come. Diti performed this ceremony, Punchvanvat, and had good children, the Murta, and a very happy life by following the devotional practices that she has done. So I will end here. Anybody has any comments or questions, we could discuss those points. I hope that you could hear nicely with this little device that I have. So you can unmute and let us discuss various things that we discussed. If there is any comments or something that wrong I have said, you can correct me also.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. That was a very wonderful class. You were taking various quotes from all over. And the main theme is like we have to surrender unto the Lord and we have to follow the dharma which was initiated by the Lord. So it was very wonderful, Prabhuji. You gave so many examples. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for such a wonderful class. Devotees, any questions? So, Prabhuji, you were saying that we should not eat palatable food. So which means like we are doing all food stuff and we are offering it to the Lord and then we are eating, whether it is pizza or whether it is burger, whatever it is, we can do and we can offer to the Lord and we are eating. So that is actually the desire for us to eat that particular item, right? So how to take this, Prabhuji?
So we should feel that it is for Krishna. He could eat anything. In Jagannath Puri, he eats all day. But we should eat a little bit part, not to satisfy our tongue and belly, but it should be for satisfaction of Krishna. Our mind should be to satisfy Krishna, the root cause of everything, sarva karana karanam, but not for our sense enjoyment. If you eat yes, you could eat all prasad, that is fine, but not to the full, up to the neck, and you fill up your belly. That should not be the motto. It should be eaten that it is a prasad, it is a mercy of the Lord, and honoring prasad, not enjoying prasad. It should be with a motto to honor the prasad. And then in that mood you could take it, then there is no harm. But if you take for devotees, it's all right. Prabhupada fed initially, he used to have this gulab jamun, and it is like a ISKCON bullet. But he turned into devotees by feeding them with prasad. So if you are eating prasad then it is a prasad. So we should feel that it is prasad, it is a mercy of the Lord, and let me honor it. And you can eat it if you are making nice, or making at the time of making, at the time of buying ingredient, it should be for the satisfaction of the Lord, not for our own tongue, our own belly, that it will, although it is difficult thing, because prasad and living in a nice palatial building and everybody has a desire like that, have a big car and everything nice, but you use it everything for Krishna service. Your home should have a nice temple in the home, bring devotees and let them do kirtan in your home. You buy, you work hard, but get all the ingredients for Krishna. So our desire should be to satisfy him. Nice clothing for Krishna and nice place you could make if you have more money. You could have swimming pool for Krishna. He could swim there, he could have boating there. So everything should be nicely done. Celebrate your festivals like Janmashtami is coming, Balram Jayanti is coming, this Jhulan. So you could have a nice swing for Krishna and swing, invite some devotees. Prabhupada's father used to invite people around and bring some devotees at home. So one can enjoy, have festivals, everything, but not a spirit to enjoy yourself and your senses, but for the desire should be to satisfy the senses of the Lord. Does it help you?
Yes, Prabhuji. So we can have the desire, but we should offer it to the Lord. So we have to please the Lord and then we can have it as his prasad.
Take it as mercy. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So this chapter is really very wonderful. Actually, it says about the lamentation. It's like Kashyapa is realizing himself that he has done this mistake, right? So
Yes, he realized.
yeah.
But
So
still he could not control.
Prabhuji,
He
because
realized.
before he's sorry. Yeah, go ahead, Prabhuji. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. No, go ahead.
Okay. So actually, why this is happening, like we see in full of Bhagavatam, like even Indra so many times he is offending the Lord, and Brahma also is offending the Lord. Then all these sages also sometimes they're offending the Lord. So being great sages and saints, why they can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, but then they are not when the situation comes, they are not in that position that they are not understand that they will fall down because of this, but still they are indulging in the act. Like we can see even Samik Rishi also, right? Who's that? Shringi. So yeah, so why all these things are said post like this in Bhagavatam, Prabhuji? Is it for
That
the
will be
understanding for us?
No, it's a very nice question and very, very wonderful. But they are not pure devotees. They have certain desire. Like if they are pure devotees like Haridas Thakur or Shiva Sang and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was chanting, and some brahmachari came. But just by becoming a brahmachari and eating only fruits, and he was only dugdahari, that does not work. You have to become a pure devotee of the Lord, means loving devotional service to the Lord. You should have love, not for he want to be famous as Dugdahari, want to be famous as Shakahari or any kind of. That is not devotional service. Devotional service is engaging your all the senses to the master of the senses. Rashikena Sevanam Bhakti Uttama. Uttam Bhakti is to satisfy the senses of the Lord by our working with our senses. So unless that love, prem, seva is there, just by eating certain food, or monkeys are also vegetarians. Cow is vegetarian. Does it mean that they are devotees? Devotion means putting Krishna in the center of your life, in all your activity, thinking of Krishna 24 hours. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantasya dravata. So all the time you should be thinking of Krishna and not our own, satisfy our own sense. How I do this. Let me go to a movie. Let me read this. Whatever that other people's discussion, and wasting our time in so many politics and what movie is going on, and many things that we waste our time. Our time should be wasted with Krishna, not with, because our life is short, it could go away at any time. And why not engage in pure devotional service? These are mixed devotees, whether it is Indra or Sobhari Muni, who got agitated by fish, or you may say Vishwamitra Muni, that who after 60,000 years of meditation, he fell down to the, because he did not meditation on the some light or some, it is not make you a devotee. You would put your, or I would just become a vegetarian or becoming whatever it is, it should be focused on Krishna. Okay, it's a big subject, and whole Shastra is filled up with these topics of pure devotional service. Okay, you teach others and like bring people and let them chant, give them mala, let them chant. If you have money, build a temple, let other people come, give them prasad distribution. Prabhupada did not wanted to go outside and distribute for earthquake people and others, although it will have the effect, but it is not the same. If they come to the temple and feed them, that is different. Because they see they hear holy name, they may get some book. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much, Prabhuji. So pure devotee won't fall down. So like Prahlad Maharaj, you can.
Prahlad Maharaj, Haridas Thakur, and so
Haridas
many others.
Thakur. Yeah.
Like Arjun, Urvashi, the most beautiful woman, celestial woman, She was the born from Narnarayan Rishi, and she was trying, oh, you are young and I am also young, and this apsaras, and they don't follow all the rules and regulations. And he says that, dear mother, because she was in previous provision, like for Arjun's what is his name? So she became his wife in the previous, like parent, great grandparents. And he said that you are like my mother. You want to have a son like me? I am your son. Accept me. And she left, but she cursed him. She cursed him that you become Yanunchi for 1 year. But that was Krishna's plan, that he could act as a Yanunchi, or what you call it. When he was teaching this Uttara in the dance. So it was all, they are all Krishna's, we may say Parshads are not ordinary people. For our teaching, it is all everything written for us. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. Shamagura Mataji, you have any question?
Yeah, I was asking, like, you know, you were saying we should not eat palatable dishes. Like, you know, in ISKCON temple, there is always paneer sabji and gulab jamun.
She asked already, this other Mataji. So it is, you make palatable dishes, but not the spirit to enjoy it, but to let the Krishna enjoy it, and you take the remnants as his mercy. Not palatable dishes for us, but for Krishna. So it is all in the mind. That mind should be good. You could worship Krishna by nice palatable dishes. Janmashtami is coming, you offer 1008 preparations. That's good.
Yeah, when we make like chappan bhoga, we should not eat them. We just distribute.
No, you eat with a spirit that it is Krishna Prasad, and it will purify my mind, not for enjoying a spirit that I will enjoy all this.
Yeah.
This, what is in our mind while you are eating, that is important. Okay, it is just for a few seconds that test, and then it is gone. So a spirit should be to enjoy the senses of Krishna. Krishnendriya Pritivancha Tarnam Prem. Nijendriya Pritivancha Tarnam Kam. So calm is when we want to satisfy our senses. That is all calm, and that burns like fire. It keeps us into the material world.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Very nice class.
Oh, thank you so much.
Prabhuji, you have
Thank
time?
you. Yeah, I have time.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, this is Anuradha Devi Dasi. Namar
Oh,
Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Oh, you were there from the very beginning, Anuradha?
Yes, Maharaj. I was there. I joined little late, 1 minute late, but I was there.
Oh, 1 minute. Okay.
Yeah. Maharaj, I have a question not regarding today's class, but it's a different question. My question is, like, if husband wife has a different guru, or maybe it's the same guru. So do the husband or wife has to, like, for the spiritual advancement, if they make any decision, do the wife has to follow the husband because their decisions are different? So who should they follow, their guru, or the wife should follow the husband, or husband should follow the wife? Or like for their like decision, they have to follow the guru?
No, if it is all for Krishna's service, whether guru may be different, husband may have different guru and wife may have different guru, but if it is all for Krishna and his satisfaction, because Sadhu Shastra Guru should say the same thing, any guru. Ultimate guru is Krishna. Krishna Mande Jagat Guru. He is the topmost guru, and if it is for his satisfaction, one can. So there should not be contradiction. If now some simple instruction who should do the first, and you could follow your guru because guru is eternal, husband is just for one lifetime. So, but at the same time, if both are devotees, they will understand. The husband will understand and the Guru would understand that we are doing our duties. Duty means dharma, and not aggrandizement or somebody, I am bigger and one should follow me. That should not be. It should be very, very simple life. So if you are simple, your desires are simple, you should satisfy. Do like say, oh, bring me a glass of water. So you should give to your Guru first, then to your husband. Both are looking for water. And if his Guru is different, doesn't matter. If he's also at the same time, you give him also at the same time. And Guru should also, the two Gurus should also understand what is the process of devotional service. They should not become envious of each other. So our whole attention, whole system should be simple living, high thinking, satisfy Krishna. If these things may happen, then you try to serve both of them equally at the same time, at least in the mind.
So husband also should be see equally to wife and Guru. Guru Maharaj.
Yes. Yeah, see, wife, husband, these are all material bodily designation. All as a soul, we are devotees of Krishna. We are servants of Krishna. And not that this is my wife or my sense enjoyment, but this is a relationship we have. The wife should serve the husband also. I'm not saying that should not. Should serve the husband. But if he's giving some wrong instruction, the wife should not follow. She should not be forced to follow something which is against the scripture or against the Guru's instructions. Thank you, Anuradha Devi.
Yeah, thank you, Guru Maharaj. Very nice.
Hare
Guru
Krishna.
Maharaj, we are waiting for me.
Okay.
So
Anyone
I think
else?
one more question. Yes. We can end the call here, Prabhuji. I don't see any more questions. So that was really a very wonderful class and nice Q&A session also. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for coming on the call and giving your valuable time and association. Devotees, let's pay our obeisances to Prabhuji. Vancha kalpatripasha
कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
Radhe Radhe.
गौरंग नित्यानंद
Nityananda.
Hare Ram,
जय
Hare
श्री
Ram,
प्रभुपाद
Ram Ram.
Jai Shri
Radhe.
Prabhupada.
और भक्त वृंद की
बात की
जय.
जय
Radhe Radhe.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank
Thank you
you,
so much, dear
Prabhu
devotees, for
Father.
joining the call. We can
Prabhuji Sarmataji,
here.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe, Hari Bol.
Radhe Radhe.
If I don't see you
Hari
till
Hari Bol.
Janmashtami, my best wishes to everyone.